What's going on, guys? GZTV. Shit. What's going on, guys? GZTV back with another video, and in this video we are going to be discussing the brand new, not brand new, it's not new now, new episode of Dexter, for me anyway, the newest in our series right now that we're watching for YouTube. It is the second episode of season 5. We watched the opener. It was pretty heartbreaking, but now we're kind of starting to kind of get over Rita's death. Like, Dexter kind of already moved on from it. Obviously, there's other characters that are grieving, but yeah, we're just going to talk about what happened real quick and maybe give you guys a little bit of additional thoughts at the end. We'll see. But let's go. So Dexter swims in the pool as he reflects on the 7 stages of grief, which is interesting. I really like how he has these monologues. I mean, that's what makes this show so good. Dexter and Deborah bring the kids back to the apartment because that's where they have to go. They're not going to live in the house where their mom was murdered. That would be kind of fucked up. Dexter finally sits down with the FBI to be interviewed. I mean, for some reason, he has been evading them for so long, which is making him look suspicious, even though we all know that he didn't kill Rita. Obviously, he's killed other people, but not Rita, so yeah. But they're probably going to find a way to get him connected to that murder and prison him for it, because the Trinity Killer, who knows where they're at. Maria informs Dexter that he needs to take a week off from work to kind of recover from a loss. You know, they've done that to a lot of people. A lot of people have lost family and stuff, you know, like, let's see. Deb obviously had to deal with the ice truck killer, and she was shot and stuff. I mean, I think that is about it. But yeah. The feds tell Maria that all they have to go on is the name Kyle Butler, which is Dexter's alias, which they are kind of like honing in on him. That's kind of like a sign. So, yeah. While Angel is bringing Maria's mail to her, he drops it and accidentally sees one of her bank statements, and this kind of causes like an argument between the two later on in the episode about like hiding money from each other. As Dexter is choosing which moving van to rent, he spots a 14-footer with a blood stain on the floor, and he wants that one because obviously he's a blood spatter analyst, so like anything he sees that has blood on it, he wants to like investigate it, I guess. While Dexter's packing up his house, Elliot Larson stops by and talks to Dexter about the demands of being a single parent and kind of giving him some advice, and he's like, hey, if you want any help, I'm here. Cody and Astor's grandparents help move stuff into the apartment, which has become a madhouse. I mean, there's people everywhere. This apartment is not meant for all these people to be staying at. There's not enough bedding for anyone, and the living conditions are probably pretty trash. That night, Dexter and Harrison each have trouble sleeping, so Dexter takes them out. They go to the trailer, and they're like looking over the blood. He uses like a black light to see there's like splatters on the walls and stuff like that. So, yeah. Dexter plants a dead raccoon on a road to lure Boyd to him. And he Boyd Fowler is like this guy he's like chasing after. He works for like this dead animal removal company or something. So Quinn, Deborah, and Angel arrive at the scene of a murder in a Venezuelan neighborhood. So there's this like spree of murders that's kind of going down. Yeah. 1 second. Okay, we're good. Yeah. This officer says it could have been like Santa Muerta. Is that what she said? Muerte? I don't know. Dexter can't figure out how to help the kids deal with their loss. Like, he feels burdened to like help them recover or whatever, and he just can't figure out a way to do so. So, yeah, he's like feeling guilty about everything, and like Astor's making it worse by saying, "Oh, it's your fault," and obviously very immature by Astor, but she doesn't know any better. With Dexter on the couch and the kids in the bed, Deborah goes to Quinn's place to sleep. There's nowhere for her to sleep, so she awkwardly goes over to Quinn's house, which they had sex. So it is a weird kind of encounter, and they have a weird relationship. It's at a very rocky place. During breakfast, Astra has a meltdown based on the number of plates after it reminds her that her mother is dead. Let me tell you, I mean, ever since Astra's like matured and has become like a teenager, she's probably been my least favorite character in the series. I mean, she's just so damn annoying. Like, I'm sorry, man. Based on a suggestion from Deborah, Masuka proves that it was a machete that decapitated Nina, and well, yeah, let's see. Because obviously the officer told her that a machete, it's Santa Muerte, sorry, I was on the phone, or Saint Muerte or whatever, use a machete, so, like, she told Suka that, whatever. Dexter breaks into Boyd's house, which is a barrel of dead animals outside. There's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, this guy might be kind of weird, but, yeah. Deborah and Quinn check out an open house for Dexter because Dexter's trying to find a new place because obviously they can't go much longer with just living in Deb's house or apartment, whatever. Dexter follows Boyd to the middle of nowhere and watches him dump a barrel into the marsh, like not thinking much of it at first. He's like, it's just some dead animals. Dexter finds Astra and Cody at the house staring at the bathtub where Rita was killed. It's like, come on, guys. That's like extremely corny. I'm sorry, like, I don't know. That's weird. Quinn asks Maria if he can check out the Kyle Butler sketches. It's interesting, man. Angel confronts Maria about her secret bank account. And again, like I mentioned earlier, this is where they kind of have like this massive argument. And that night, Dexter tells Deborah that Cody and Astra are going to live in Orlando with their grandparents. And like, obviously, Angel gets mad at Maria, and he's like, drinks are on him, and he wants to go out for a drink, you know. Deborah calls Quinn and finally acknowledges they slept together. Maybe that's a step in the right or wrong direction. We'll have to see how that relationship transpires as the season goes on. Quinn is piecing together the sketches and recognizes the similarities between Kyle Butler and Dexter, and it's interesting because Quinn has kind of been like stalking Dexter the entire time, like for a while at least, and has had his suspicions about him, and maybe this is it. Sergeant Lopez approaches Angel at the M Street bar and makes inappropriate comments about Angel's wife. I mean, obviously he's drunk, but that guy deserved to get his ass beat. Like, come on. The kids are ready to leave with their grandparents for Orlando, and like Cody's like crying. He doesn't want to go, and obviously he likes Dexter. You know what I mean? But Astra's like kind of nonchalantly like going in the car and stuff. It's like gives him like the slightest like hug. I don't know. It's still night when Dexter returns to the marsh to check inside Boyd's barrel. And he finds a dead woman inside, so he could possibly even start a case of his own. Meanwhile, Boyd clips a lock of hair from an unconscious woman and electrocutes her inside a barrel. He's weird. I mean, I guess we have our next murderer. I'm not really sure. Maybe this is our next antagonist. It's not clear cut yet. But, yeah, I don't think that episode was too bad. That didn't take me as long as I thought it would. I'm probably going to go watch me some sort of movie. I'm not really sure what. But, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I think that episode is pretty solid. It's laying the groundwork so far. We'll have to see where this goes. I mean, we still have 10 episodes to see what the freaking protagonist is. But sorry if I'm like not really focused right now. But leave a like, comment, subscribe. I mean, that's the end of the video. Anyways, GZTV giving you guys the best TV content out there. Today I'm going to figure out a movie to watch. We're going to be watching the season 8 finale for Walking Dead. So tomorrow's content should be pretty big. Obviously, Dave is coming out tomorrow late at night, so I'll watch that as well. And yeah, again, have a good rest of your day.